Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Welcome to the podcast episode. Bam, look at the bottom of your page because we ain't got to say it no more.
It's
So I
there.
wanted to
It's
tell you, I
there.
wanted to show you what my surprise was today. Are you ready? Hold on. Let me make sure it's ready. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hold on. Okay. Are you ready? Ready? You sure you ready? You
I'm
ain't
ready.
ready.
I'm ready.
Hey, I got a mic
Oh,
now.
bitch.
Yes.
Do you know how
Wait till
jealous
you
I am? I need somebody
wait
to
till
buy
you
me one for Christmas.
wait till you do sexual behavior in the ghetto.
Wait a
It's
minute.
going down.
When I tell you
Look, look,
that
okay.
Nisha would be so mad if I had one of those, she would fire everyone who purchased it and
What if it
then
was just
try to.
one person that purchased it? One person. You can't.
Well, she would beat them up and then she would throw me out.
Okay, firstly, it's COVID. You can't just be rolling up on folks talking about come outside. Okay, that's first and
Yeah.
foremost. You know.
But yeah,
Um.
she would be angry, but I would enjoy it so much. I had one at my job, and it was like the kids one that just kind of echoes. So I gave it to the
That's
baby
a,
because it was, yeah.
this
So
is
it was like,
the kids one. This is the kids one.
yeah. So I need to get. Everybody has one now. I
Oh,
need one. I'm the originator. Every time I talk, I always got like a microphone, and then ain't no microphone.
we'll see what we can do. We'll see if you've been good this year. We'll see what Santa does for you.
I'm always good.
We'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
All right. First, before we start at the new music, I would like to start with one particular thing that I found so amusing. In fact, I should have it on mic. I should really be talking like this, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave the mic over here.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know, but I found out on Friday that there's a song called I Feel no, it's called Feel Like I Do. And it's
By
by
who?
Vin Diesel.
I heard that shit. That
Baby, when
song is
I tell you,
terrible.
it is the funniest thing I heard the whole weekend. For our listeners that don't know who Vin Diesel is, which I would think you would, he is part of the Fast and Furious cast. He has played Xander, Chronicles of
Groot.
Riddick.
He is Groot.
He is Groot, bald head dude. I just he got a whole song out, y'all, and it's part of new music. I did not put it on our page because I do not want y'all to unfollow us.
It's
So
terrible.
it is
It's
so bad.
terrible. It's real. And the thing is that, and the thing that makes it worse is that most of the time when it's like dance music, they make it like even if you sound terrible, they make you sound auto tune it up. Don't make you sound. He still sounds terrible.
It is
That
trash.
is
Oh, that
awful.
song is so bad. And if you guys know, and I promise we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this. If y'all know his regular speaking voice, just imagine that with some damn music. It's not on some old Michelle Indigocello vibe. It's on some him just talking over the beat, and then he'll lift his tone up a little bit. Like, no, stop, sir, sir. Everything ain't for everybody.
He made me sad.
It was so funny. I was like, "Oh, I'm bringing this up."
I love him and have loved him for years, but that made me sad.
Look,
That made
if you can,
that
if
made me sad, Nikki. It made me sad. And the funny thing was that somebody posted it on Twitter, and my response to the guy that I followed that posted it, and I was like, "Where did you get this shit from? Like, take it back.
all the way back, all the
Just
way back.
throw it away."
Yes, that's all I have. I don't want to derail the podcast, but I had to bring it up because y'all. I don't know what y'all Tuesday will be like, but you might need a laugh, and that right there, it's a laugh. It's
It
a
was
laugh.
terrible. It was awful. Super
Um,
awful.
just trash. So. I have one. Oh, one, two, three. I got some stuff to discuss. Let's do
Okay.
back and forth because you said you got 8. I might have 8. That's 16. So let's just do back and forth. Which you want to
Okay.
go with first? That way, maybe I can scratch some things off my list.
Well, okay. I don't know if this is a new song or if it's just because I never paid attention to him. Because then I
Mhm.
realized that he released his album again, the deluxe version.
Are you talking
This
about Bryson Tiller?
yes,
Didn't we talk about this the last podcast or the
not
podcast?
this song,
No, no,
but
no,
I
no.
was
I'm talking about artists re-releasing stuff because they felt like we ain't catch it the first time.
yeah, because I saw that I was like deluxe. Why is it deluxe?
You
But
can't be deluxe if Don't is on there and Don't is 2 years old.
right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume that this "Always Forever" song, maybe that was one of the extra songs. You know, like Lil Wayne put the extra 25 tracks on the song on that album that I refuse to listen to.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I didn't understand that either, but it's whatever. Um, but the song is "Always Forever" by Bryson Tiller, and if you ask me what it sounds like a Bryson Tiller song.
There you
Like
go. There you go.
it's, you know what he sound like. That's what it
He don't
sounds like.
deviate. He don't deviate from that.
No,
So
he said, "Well, I'm not mad that he stays in his lane, because I feel like if he go too far out, then we might have to somebody yank him, tell him come back, because that ain't where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to
bring
be
him.
over here, not over there. So again, I would rather him write the songs. You write the songs and make the whole world sing. Just do that.
I agree with you on the Bryson Tiller thing. I have Rambo, which is Bryson Tiller featuring The Weeknd, which is all part of this Trap Soul Deluxe re-release that I don't appreciate. I also don't appreciate, like you mentioned, Lil Wayne with this whole Life of Mr. Carter, Carter 5 Deluxe No, no. If I heard the damn album once and you didn't put the track on there, I'm not gonna listen to it again.
Why are
So
we
look,
doing it again? Why are we
right. So
doing
look.
it again?
I'm scratching you off. I'm scratching you off. I'm scratching you off. Okay. Can I tell you what I'm excited about?
What?
My Bay in my mind, Chris Stapleton is coming out with an album.
I saw he had a new song, but I knew that's your thing, so I ain't listened to. I'm gonna let you tell me about it.
Baby. Okay, so Chris Stapleton's new album is coming out November 13th. In case you're like, who is Chris Stapleton? He is a white country boy, okay? I know y'all think all we cover is R&B and hip hop. No, we cover everything, okay? So yes, he had a song come out last week that I missed, but this week was called the song is called Cold. It is featured on our IG page. Go forth and listen to it. Get into Chris Stapleton. I cannot wait. Both of the songs is good. I think the name of the album is gonna be called Starting Over. I'm like, come on, start on over. Go ahead.
A mess.
I love me some
I
Chris
know
Stapleton.
you love Chris Stapleton though. That's your boo.
That's my
That's
boo in my
lightweight your boo.
mind. If I was gonna be dating a country white boy,
It
Chris
would be
Stapleton,
that.
it would
Okay,
be.
I got you. I'm gonna let you have that.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
I'm gonna skip one song and go into the song that I really want to go into.
Mhm.
I've mentioned him every week. New single,
Eric Bellinger.
Eric Bellinger.
Eric never fails. We are an Eric Bellinger podcast. It's official.
Um, I mean, this is week 4, and he ain't missed yet. But this one is the one thing missing. Oh, come
That's the
on.
ballad, right?
Yes,
That's the
that's the ballad, and he's
I like that song.
pretty much saying, "I have all these things, and the one thing missing is you." Like he was like, "I got good credit, I got a house, I got cars, but you are the one." Man, listen, that song is everything.
That song.
This week I'm standing for Eric Bellinger, like y'all didn't know, but
You've been
like
standing for him every week.
yeah, for every week. And so and I finally realized that what he's doing is he is releasing a song. He made videos for every song. So every week he releases the song with the video that goes along with it. So that's
Okay.
why it's coming out
The
like it
way it's
is,
coming out.
the way it's coming out. And I think the reason I caught on the Godly late is because what he was doing is he did like the open verse and was telling people to rap or sing over the open space on it. And so he was posting it on his Instagram account. So that's how I caught on the Godly later than when it came out. So, but
Okay.
yes, one thing missing. If y'all need a good ballad in your life, Eric Bellinger, he got you this week. So
It come podcast approved.
yes.
I have, let me see, I got into a couple of things. Oh, franchise, Travis Scott featuring Young Thug and MIA, who has been MIA.
I listened to that too. That's on my list, so I can scratch it.
Okay, I like
Um,
the song. It's a little catchy.
I
You'll
have a
remember.
complaint. I have a
What's
complaint.
your complaint? What's your complaint about the
I
song?
like the song.
Okay, we listening,
I
but
think I think that MIA was unnecessary.
yes, I would
I feel
agree.
like she was
Oh,
something they just
yes,
put on the song. Like, because if it was
yeah.
just him and Young Thug, I would have been okay with it just like that.
Initially, I thought it was them because she came in later,
Yeah,
and
she
the
was
little
like at the
last
end of the
part at
song,
the
but I was
end.
just kind of like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
didn't
and
need
then she's
it
like,
didn't need her. But the song is okay, but it just didn't need. I don't think it needed her.
yeah, but it was nice to know she was still around and in this genre. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because I haven't heard from her in a good little minute. Yeah, so I agree with you on that. Go ahead, what you got next? As I scratch stuff off my list.
Um, Out on Bail by YG.
That's on my list, but yes.
Like, here's the thing: is that I'm not a huge YG fan, but
Okay.
it totally made me feel like I wanted to learn how to crip walk so I could dance to the song. Like, it's totally like a West Coast
Out on
song.
bail.
Yeah, like it's literally like you would want to be like throw your hands up, twist your fingers. You don't know what you're doing,
You
and you
know,
want
when
to try
I
to
heard
crip
it,
walk.
I thought about Issa Rae crip walking when she was
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
thought about when I heard it. I was like, oh, okay.
yes. It's appropriate. Like it's definitely like a West Coast song. So I feel like, of course, they're gonna bang that one because it's like a traditional West Coast sound. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. I have one I don't particularly care for, but y'all gonna have to hear about it anyway. Sway Lee has a song called "Dance Like Nobody's Watching,"
I
and
refuse to
nobody
listen.
should listen to that. It's just I said this 47 podcasts ago, and we what on 65. I said this 30 something podcasts ago. He is still trying to capture that sound that he got from Unforgettable. And my guy, it's just a move
Well, the
on
thing
from
is that that's not your sound. That's why you can't catch it.
move on, let it go.
Yeah,
Because
it's
this
not your
song,
sound.
it's nothing. This song is nothing.
No,
Nobody's watching. Nobody cares.
no, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Um, I heard the song by Abia and Lil Durk, "Same Hands."
Okay.
The lyrics are like "same hands that I crush drugs with, the same hands that I pray with." It's like
You do
something
so
like
much
that.
with that mouth.
That's something like that. But it's actually a good. If you listen to it, it's a good song. It's a good song.
Okay. Okay. And you said it's
I
Bia and Lil
didn't know
Durk.
what to expect when I heard it, but I was pleasantly surprised with Bia and Lil Durk. So "Same Hands" is a pretty good song.
Okay. Okay. I have Between the Lines, Gwen Bunn and featuring, excuse me, Faith Evans. So it starts out with Faith Evans' sample of Soon as I Get Home, but Faith is actually on the song with Gwen Bunn. It's a mid-tempo bopish type song. It's a good
Okay.
song. But I was surprised because you know how people be like, "Oh, featuring so and so," and then they don't have them on the song. Faith is absolutely on the whole
On the
verse
song.
of this
Okay.
song. So Gwen Bunn, that's with two N's, Bunn. Between
Okay. I got "Sauce"
okay,
by a rapper named Reason featuring Vince Staples.
okay. How is it? Because I didn't listen to it. I missed it.
That one is good too. And
Okay.
I know that they're West Coasters. I could tell by their accents, but it's
Uh-huh.
not a traditional West Coast. I feel like the West Coast has a new sound. The younger rappers have a new sound, a lot like Roddy Ricch. Like
Yeah.
it's not that sing
Yeah.
song, but it's that like those tracks are different now versus the traditional like YG West Coast. But it's actually a really good song. Sauce by Reason and Vince Staples. It's a good song.
Okay. You know, this is a side note. I like Vince Staples as a person. Like, he is fucking hilarious. He is funny as all get out. Like, his music, I'm kind of either or with. But him as a person, I ride with 100% because he is funny as hell.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I have two albums. Well, an album and a half because I don't really.
Okay.
Let me just get into what I really want to talk about. So, ASAP Ferg, our friend,
Yes.
dropped Floor Seats 2.
I didn't listen to
I
it.
listened to the whole thing. And let me tell you, I think, what was that album that we last talked about? I can't remember the last album we talked about, but I said sequencing is super important in your
Yeah.
album. You got to know where to put what song, blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. That was Armani Caesar I was talking about with sequencing. Anyway, so the album overall is really good. I don't know if I've been super disappointed by anything ASAP Ferg has done. He has a song called Marilyn Manson featuring Marilyn
Marilyn
Manson.
Manson.
And the song is good.
Okay.
It's good. The guitar solo at the end, which we know is Marilyn Manson, yo, priceless. Good ass song. Uh I think I featured Dennis Rodman on our page. The song Dennis Rodman featuring Tyga, because I finally know the difference. Um
So glad.
it only took 2 years. I featured that on the page. Good song. He has a song with Mulatto called In It. Let me tell you, I was cleaning the house listening to it because that's what I do on Saturdays. I prep for the podcast, is listen to music. This song came on and I immediately started twerking. Did not realize that I was twerking. Didn't I was just cleaning up and dropping it low. I said, wait a what song is this? The song is called In It, featuring Mulatto. And it's a quick
Okay.
song. It's like 2 minutes. It's quick. It's like he do a verse, she do a verse, done. Um, the reason I talked about sequencing, and I'm gonna get to this last song, is the song "Move Your Hips" with Nicki Minaj. Did not like that song as a single. In the flow of the album, I like the damn song because it worked.
Okay. Because I was about to say it fits. It fits.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't even like this damn song, but the way the album flowed, I was like, okay, cool. The last song on here that I wanted to talk about is a song called "Get Hectic" featuring Diddy. Yes, Sean Combs. So not next week, sometime soon, before the end of 2020, I want me and you to do a podcast about some of the Black Lives Matter type songs that have come out this year, because Get Hectic is one of those songs. And basically in the song, I'm sorry, basically in the song is basically Diddy saying, yo, we tried to kneel, we tried to pray, we tried to be civilized, but now like y'all don't like that, so now we about to get hectic. Like shit's about to
That's what I'm
change.
talking about.
Yes.
Shit's
So
gonna get ugly.
exactly. So sometime, hope maybe in October, November, we could do a show about, because Lil Baby put that song out in June.
Yeah.
Um about basically protest. Like it's been a lot of songs, a lot of artists in this time of 2020 have put out things to kind of go along with Black Lives Matter, the struggle, riot and protest and da da da. So we
I would like to at some point, and maybe I'll talk about it after we do this. Um, the trajectory of Lil Baby. It fascinates me
we should
because
talk about that.
yes, because I feel like I remember when my sister took me to see Drake and Amigos, and Drake had that song with Lil Baby. And when
Mm-hmm.
the song started playing, I was like, "It's Lil Baby!" I started screaming, and Nisha was like, "I, I
Look,
don't know who that. I don't know
look,
who that is."
ma'am,
Like she
ma'am.
was like, she don't know who it was. And so I'm in there because I knew all the words, and I was like, and she was like, "How? I don't even know these people." So anytime like Lil Baby got a song, I know it. And I would never look at somebody and be like, "I am a Lil Baby fan." I would never say that to people, but I might be.
Facts are
I'm
facts.
bitch. I might be. So
I'm just saying. He has
yes,
come
and
a
I, and
long
I
way
say
from wham
that.
wham wham, bitch, I'm a baby. He's come a long way.
Yes,
Okay.
I
So
mean, And I say that because I just saw his and if you saw my Instagram stories, I posted that picture of him from GQ. He had a
Yeah,
GQ spread.
I saw
So
that GQ spread and I was not mad at it at
yeah,
all.
because I was like, what? Like,
Yeah,
so we'll talk about that. I had two more songs that I want to talk
I
about.
have two more songs too. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, this is a song I think that you should listen to it because it's fabulous.
Okay.
It's called Bitter, and it's by Fletcher, Keto, and Trevor Daniel. So I don't know who is Fletcher,
What?
I don't know who is Keto, and
Don't we know Trevor Daniel? I feel like we know Trevor
I
Daniel.
don't know who Trevor Daniel is, but I feel like one of them is the producer.
Okay.
There's a girl singing, and then there's a guy on the song. So I don't know who is who, but
Okay.
it's a song about a breakup and all of the things that the girl did that your new girl doesn't do, and she was like, when she kisses you, can she taste me because I'm bitter? Like it's I said, well, bitch, you be in the club jamming and singing like it's one of those songs that you don't even know what you really singing
And then
because you
all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, did I just say that?
did I just say that? So that's the one. And the last song I want to talk about is a song I really really like. Somebody put up a post the other day and said they don't make anthems like this anymore. And it was a clip of a Danity Kane song. And
Okay.
somebody was like, because the girls nowadays don't mimic Mariah Carey, and it was somebody else, but Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey. She was
Mm-hmm.
like, now they have all the girl groups want to be like something different. But it was funny because I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, I love Danity Kane, like everything about them. So when I went to listen to new music, June's Diary had a new song called Way Off.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Right. So, and it's a good song. I want them to pop so bad because we need girl groups. And I think and all of them can sing. Like they're like a real and the reason I brought up Danity Kane is because they remind me of Danity Kane in that way,
Mm-hmm.
especially the way that they came together because Kelly Rowland put them together. And then
Right.
it was like once they got together, then she was no longer part of the project.
Yeah. And I
And then they
think,
just, I appreciate that they have still stayed together and
mm-hmm.
have been working how they have been and putting out singles here and there. But this is a new one. It's called Way Off, and it's a good song.
Okay. I'll listen to
So
it.
yeah,
I did not know they had put anything out because, it's
yeah.
been a.
Because when I saw it, I was like, Jules Diary. I was like, is that who I think it is? And I hit play, and I was like,
Surprise!
yes! I was super excited.
So my last two, one and a half. So Jessie Reyez, which I love from Imported, the song that she did with Black. Her whole album is out. It's called I do not remember what it's. Oh, When Love Came to Kill Us.
Yes,
Okay, so I listened to 90% of the album, 80% of the album. I like the album, but I am in a space. I'm in a different space in my life. But anyway, the song that I wanted to talk about off her album is called No One's in the Room. And so basically the chorus is something like, who am I when no one's in the room? And she basically talks about how all of our lives we get graded, we get, people basically tell us just wait for love and then live with that person, get married and die. Like
right.
it's so poignant. And I'm like, this little Jessie Reyez girl, boy, I tell you, I like her. Um, but I will tell you this, if you are not between the ages of 25 to 18 to 25, this probably ain't gonna be for you. I have a goddaughter, which is why I was listening to Jessie Reyez. So I was just like, oh, let me listen to it. So yeah. But if you over 25, 26-year old, this ain't for you. But I like the album. And the last thing, you, Tam, posted Change by B.Slade. And you must have thought I wasn't on I wasn't on Twitter that day. I popped in, saw it, clicked on it, listened to it, and popped back up out of Twitter that day. I love that song. I was in my car on my way to Dunkin' Donuts. That's a personal problem. Don't listen to that part. And I screamed in the car listening to that song. That song is so good.
You saw
You ain't got no. You ain't,
I had no words.
y'all go to
It's
YouTube because I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on the DSP. Go to YouTube.
you
Put
should,
in
yeah.
B.Slade change. It will change your life. When I say
I mean,
that,
it was so powerful
and
because it was everything he was saying. It was like I feel like anybody who listens can relate to it in every single word of that song.
yes,
I
yes,
sent it to one of my homeboys that I went to college with. Clicked on it and he was like, "My God." He was
yes,
like, "This song," he said, "I can't even express to you how this says everything that everybody is feeling right now." And I was like,
yes. That's like, in fact, that's our most important song of the day. B.Slade change. That's
change,
it.
yes.
Don't even think
And
of
for
nothing.
those of you who know old gospel music, B.Slade used to be Tone. So,
Yeah.
but he changed his name.
Yes. So.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
wait a
Um.
minute. Hold on, I
Yeah.
have one more comment.
Yeah.
So, were you the one that said you listened to Duran and it didn't really it didn't hit you like that?
It didn't hit me. No.
I still haven't listened to the whole thing,
It
but
didn't
I
hit me.
did see the relocate thing this morning with Terrell, and I was like, "Oh, so that
Terrell
means I
make
need
it
to."
fun. He just
I
makes
was
it
like,
fun.
that means I need to listen to that tonight. Like I was like, tonight
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to
I'm like every time I have one friend that is beat me over the head with this damn album. And I'm like, I'm trying, I still haven't listened to it. It's completely my fault. But he is just like, I know you gonna love it. Just listen to it. Just listen to it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna quiet my mind, and I'm gonna listen to it. And I'm
it.
probably
Look,
going to love it, but as of today, nope, still don't love it yet. So a couple of little minor things before we get into our topic, which is going to be Raphael Saadiq. I'm so excited. Um, Tidra Moses has a new single coming out called Cashmere Compliments. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
okay,
Okay, this is the messy part of the podcast. Just follow us. I did not know that Polo the Don was a Trump supporter.
girl, girl, come on. He
I
always
was
have you ever known? Haven't you ever known that he calls himself king of the white girls?
Okay, look, moving on, moving on. I was watching On's dad show, the little daddy show. I didn't know Anthony Hamilton had 6 boys. 6 boys. Boy. And his oldest child, his oldest boy is 31. I'm 42. How long Anthony Hamilton been for? Never mind. I told you this the messy part of the show.
Look,
Uh
and I stuck my teeth.
I'm just saying, 6 boys. My God.
That's a lot of
Um.
babies. That's a lot of babies, son.
So what else did I have for you? Um. Happy belated birthday to Lil Wayne, Ti, Don Cornelius, rest in peace. Um. And Sean Levert. One day I would like to do a OJ/Levert podcast because I think it sucks that Eddie Levert lost both his boys.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna get weepy eyed and teary eyed because I love me some Gerald Levert. But one day we will do a podcast about that. Last but not least, and I say this with all the respect that I can say it with, do not fucking send me nothing that has to do with Tory Lanez. I don't believe in him. He is a figment of my imagination. Don't ask me to review nothing that has to do with Daystar. I ain't doing it. It don't happen on this podcast. We don't get other people's sides of the story when you shoot at a woman. It don't happen. So don't send me that no more. I'm saying it out of respect. Don't disrespect me. That's it. That's all
wait.
I.
Did you see what Rick Ross said?
I know. Let me tell you, because Rick Ross had all these endorsements sitting in front of the. I can't. No,
Wait,
what do you say? You tell me.
Rick Ross said your album came out, so here's a car for you to celebrate. And it was like a little teeny clown car. And he was like, I heard your album went double acrylic. And then he responded to Rick Ross, and Rick Ross was like, you shouldn't have. He was like, first of all, with the Breonna Taylor situation going on, he said it was disrespectful what you did, and you should have said something to the woman that you shot months ago. and now you want to put out a record. He was like, you ain't getting no money from that, sir. None. And I was like,
I secretly went to see how many followers of mine still follow him, and I was highly disappointed in some of these people. I was like, "What you still follow him for? What are you still?" Yeah, I be watching y'all. Y'all think I don't be watching? I be watching.
yeah, I'm telling you, honestly,
Mm.
I did something on Twitter, and this is not music related, but like people being problematic.
That
You
happens
know,
all the
like,
time.
yeah, I went and I unfollowed almost all the men that I follow on Twitter. Most of them haven't realized it yet because, you know, I ain't that important, which is fine with me.
Mm.
But I went through and unfollowed everybody. My timeline has been so much more peaceful.
Black women are the shit. That's all I have.
Yeah,
All I have.
yeah, that's it. I mean, like,
Yeah. And we really don't want to save y'all, but I feel like y'all don't really leave us that much of a choice. Um, that's all I have. Oh, so my last part, and then we can talk to the sun comes up about Raphael Saadiq. I would like to reiterate because it was on the podcast that got erased. I would like to reiterate that I am standing for Victoria Monet because after I listened to Change by B.Slade, I put some Victoria Monet on, and I
you
was
was
like,
ready.
I had to get line my chakras right. My chakras was like this. So anyway, I had to get them like this. So get into Victoria Monet, Dive, Jaguar, Moment, whole ass like this, like ass like that, not ass like this. Go forth. I am standing for her. Tam has heard it already, so that's why she laughed. She's like, "Damn, I gotta hear about this broad again." Yes, you must
I
hear
mean, it's
about
not that I have to hear about her again. It's that I'm hearing about her from you and my sister. So
you
it's
have
just
the taste.
I'm catching it on both ends.
Come
So
on, get into it. We have good taste.
yes.
All right,
Oh,
you already know Tam is standing for Eric Bellinger, so
yeah. But before we get into Raphael Saadiq, I heard a
yes.
rumor today, and I have to verify it.
Okay.
Um, but it looks like Carnival for 2021 has been canceled in Trinidad, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because when Carnival season comes is when you get new soca music. So there's no season to make music for.
This is terrible.
So I'm
Terrible.
sad. I'm
Terrible.
sad. I wasn't going that year. I was going the next year, but still I'm sad.
You know what? This some bullshit. What if
I
I
need to
want to
watch it.
twerk? What if I
Right.
want to take it?
Yeah. It's sad. Just I'm sorry to my brethren and sister in the islands.
Oh, let me put the mic back. This some bullshit.
We're gonna have to
Okay.
wait.
All right.
So Raphael.
Okay. Yes. Better things. Better things. So I like to give all the history out. Raphael Saadiq is this wonderful black man that creates amazing music, curates, cultivates all of that. Started out with Tony Tone. If you don't know who that is, then I don't even know why you watching this podcast. You crazy. You got to know who they are. Branched out on his own, did a solo album, which is like I love that album. I was listening to that album before we even got on the podcast because I was like, let me get my mind right. Let me get my spirit right. Instant Vintage came out all the way in 2002. Then he had another solo album. I cannot remember the name of it. Give me 1 second.
Feel right?
Yes, thank you. Then he had The Way I See It, which is that vintage sound album.
Yeah.
And then the last album he had where he was talking about his brother, Jimmy Lee. That's the one,
Yeah.
the one. That one, I never understood how you can have a song, the song Something Keeps Calling. And I was listening to the song and I was like, he is talking about drugs in this song, but the song is so good
Right.
that you just don't, unless you knew what the album was about. Yes.
Man, listen. Come on.
Like, yeah, if you don't know what that album is about, you would think it's about love. It's not. It's literally about his brother's drug addiction.
Yeah.
And it is such a good album. But anyway, we are talking about Raphael Saadiq today because Lovecraft Country and Insecure, both HBO shows, he has been in charge of the music. That's the best way I can just say it. He's in charge of the
Yeah.
music. And when I tell you that, wait, look, between me and you, like we ain't on the podcast, did you watch yesterday's episode?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
We gonna talk about that offline. Music was great
Yeah.
from yesterday's episode.
And
Just
that's the thing about like when he does Insecure, of course, it's like modern. It's a show that's not a period pieces in modern times. So you can
yes,
pretty much use any songs. But what I think that he does a good job is finding up and coming artists and really
mhm,
putting the music in a space where we recognize the music or that we want to know who's doing the music in that scene where such and such and such, what was that song in the back? You understand what I'm saying? So
yes,
it's really
yes,
he does a very good job of that. And in Lovecraft Country, because it's a period piece, they use
yes,
some period music. But when they use the modern music in the period piece, like when
yes.
old girl was smashing up the car, like it was like what was the song? I can't even remember, but it was like a rap song, and I was like, yes, this is
uh,
what I'm talking about.
I tried to pull up some of the no, I wasn't 23 by Jake Paul. Try to pull up some of the stuff that he has put together for Lovecraft Country because the thing that sticks out to me the most is when he played Bodak Yellow, Bloody Shoes, when Ruby was doing what she was doing, because I don't know if y'all watch, I don't want to give y'all no spoilers, but she
Yeah,
literally was like boop boop boop.
yes,
I
and
was
then she
like,
was
oh,
like,
this is very much Bloody Shoes, like this is very appropriate.
yes, it was
So
super appropriate, and I was
yes, and
like it
then
was.
just go ahead.
I was just saying, it's just for me, I feel like you have to know music and how to make it be sonic with film to
Yes.
really to be successful as a music director. Like it's not a job that everybody can do. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you don't understand what the message that is trying to be conveyed by the filmmaker, then goes along with the tunes that you put
Mm-hmm.
together, you can't make it happen. But I think that he does that very well.
Yes, and like you said, so in Insecure, he highlights new artists and makes you want to go out and look and find them. And then because of Lovecraft County being a period piece, he brings in old songs. You can get some Ray Charles. That
Yeah.
episode with the Asian young lady, the Japanese young lady. Not only did he bring in like Jean Kelly, right? Am I saying that
Judy
right?
Garland. It was
Judy
Judy Garland.
Garland. Yes,
Yes, she was singing the Judy Garland
he
song.
brought in Judy Garland actual songs. He brought in Asian songs that I don't know. You don't ask me
Yeah.
to know, but I will look it up because I was like, "Ooh, that's when she was sleeping with dude and da 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 happened."
Right.
So it's just like you said, you have to not only be a wealth of knowledge, but have a wealth of knowledge
Yeah.
to do these almost not necessarily simultaneously, but Insecure is like filming right now. We know that Lovecraft County has wrapped for the season, but it's kind of like a cycle. Like you got to
Yeah.
be, in it. So you're going from new artists to established to old to this to this to this. But Raphael Saadiq is the only man that I have known to put a tuba in a song, and I love it.
When that album came out, I saw him live in concert, and the dude came out walking on stage playing the tuba, and I was like this.
Yes. Doom,
I was like, I'm gonna
doom,
die
doom,
right here in
doom,
this
doom,
place.
doom.
I'm gonna die right here.
Yes.
Oh,
When he did it,
he was
didn't he do
amazing.
it for
Like
Tiny Desk too? He did it for Tiny
I think he
Desk,
did it for Tiny Desk too.
and I
But
was
my
like,
sister saw
Tiny
him
Desk ain't that big.
right. Nisha saw him recently. Like his she saw him, was it after the Rona? Or before the, it was after the
I think it was.
Rona. I mean, it was before the Rona,
I was
excuse
gonna
me.
say, wasn't it right before?
I was trying to remember if it was after our trip to Trinidad or before our trip to Trinidad. But either way, it was early in the year when she went to New Orleans.
January.
She saw him in New Orleans.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
she had never seen him. I saw him years ago, and she was like, "Oh my god, it was the best concert ever!" Like she was like, "It was amazing," and I was just like, "I was like, but he got so much music that he could put together. Like, come on, Lucy Pearl's album alone is just you could throw me under a bus for that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that that didn't survive like that
Well,
group.
we kind of know who the problem was. Who 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 who
Yeah,
who.
you know, common denominators and all. But yeah. So I mean, and come on, you have to have love for the man that wrote "Cranes in the Sky." You can't like not. I mean, come on,
Yeah. Yes,
you
absolutely.
you have to.
Yeah.
Like, and the man that wrote "Lady" by D'Angelo. Come on, like, come work with me. Somebody work with me. Like, these are classic tunes. You can't
All facts.
anniversary.
All
Look,
facts.
anniversary. Like,
Most of the stuff by Tony.
yeah, like almost everything.
Yes.
I mean, so you can, it's just he has a like his resume is you it can't be defeated. Who would he go against in a versus battle?
Oh, this what you want to do today? Ooh.
I can't think of nobody. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay. Oakland born, Tony, Lucy Pearl, solo albums. Um, give me a second because I feel like I have someone that he can go against. No, can't do that. Let me think. Don't hit me with the Jeopardy music. It's 7:30. Jeopardy. Look, you know what's so funny about that? It's 7:30. Jeopardy is legit on right now
Oh my gosh.
on my DVR, being recorded. Um. Okay, think Niki, who started out in the group, then did some solo stuff, then curates like nobody's business. I don't know. Now, this is gonna sound interesting, but walk with me. Eric Roberson.
Okay.
Eric, when we know Eric didn't necessarily start out in the group, but for the amount of people he has written for,
Dude.
and the fact that he curates, like Eric Roberson, he could be walking down the street and just create a song like that. Like
Dude.
that is to me
Let me tell you something about
amazing.
my relationship with Eric Roberson. I still own the cassette single from when he was signed to a major label.
Mm-hmm.
I love you to the moon and back
Oh
again,
my god.
around the world and back again. I still have
Oh
it.
my god.
That's how long I've been a fan of Eric Roberson. Like that was in the early '90s. Like,
Yeah, because you know one of my favorite house songs is "Change for Me," which
oh
didn't
yeah,
start out as a house song. It started
no,
out as just his song, and
no.
then black
It
people, Chicago people got a hold of it. We did what we wanted to do
yo
with
changed
it.
for me. Oh good
Love
God,
that
that's a
song.
song. That song.
Or the song he did with Marsha. Look. Sorry, Raphael. We just trying to, stack the
We
deck.
got we
The
trying to
song
find
he did
somebody to
with
match you up with on the verses, Raphael.
yes, Marsha Ambrosius. You ought to know. You ought to
Yeah.
know by now. Oh, come on, that's it. Raphael Saadiq and Eric Roberson. Let's get it popping.
But it would be
Next
funny because
verse.
most people, unfortunately, most people don't know a lot about Eric Roberson. Like they don't. They would
Well,
be shocked,
change
but
your
they
mind.
don't know.
He wrote Carl Thomas's Rebound.
Come on, they don't know that though.
Come on, like seriously, he has wrote so much. Anyway, look, I'm not going to impede on Raphael's time. We may have an Eric Roberson section of the podcast coming up soon, but
Yes.
I think that would be a good for people that really listen to music, for people that
Yeah,
really like.
that would be a good matchup.
Yeah, yeah,
But like if we going, I still want Uncle Cello, like you said. But Raphael Saadiq's catalog is just so in
ridiculous.
depth. Like I
Yeah,
feel like he would overshadow anybody that went up against. Like like for example, when they did the Rick Ross 2 Chainz one, everybody was like, 2 Chainz ain't got enough music, and I was like, yes, 2 Chainz does have enough music. I said, but y'all just don't remember it. I said, I live in Atlanta. I said every song that 2 Chainz did on that verses, I knew every single song, and I was like, I was like, this is totally regional. Like
but
that when people always talk about something like some things are regional for some people because they
yes,
don't know all their music. So they'll be
yeah,
like, why would they put him up against him? And I was like, that means you don't know his music. Like I
absolutely.
know his music because I feel like it's perfectly matched. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like even though I think that Eric Roberson and Raphael Saadiq would be matched musically,
Mm-hmm.
I think that most people wouldn't get it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
but
that's
if you look at it in black and white, it makes all the sense in the world.
yeah.
Especially with Eric Roberson, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. And so, you know, maybe I'll put that under one of Eric Roberson's
Comments
pictures,
like, hey,
put it in the
hey,
comment section
come
and be
on
like,
over to
look,
his verses.
you need a
Come on,
versus, bruh.
we totally
I mean,
do.
my thing is that because again, like we said, if they did a songwriting versus, we'd be good to go.
Absolutely,
We would absolutely be good to
absolutely,
go.
yes.
And people would be like,
Uh,
what? And I mean, it is what it is.
it would be
But
like, remember we were talking about Johnson and Neo. It would be like,
yeah,
oh, he wrote that. Yes, he wrote that.
yes,
Yes,
it would be just like that. It
count
would
it
be
up.
just like
Yeah,
that.
he wrote that. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
But we love Raphael.
mm-hmm.
He can play the guitar on somebody's song, and I would be like, yes. Like he ain't even got to sing. Like I'm truly a fan. Like I'm a real fan of his. Like he really can't do too much wrong in my book.
Yes. And my favorite song is still "You Should Be Here," baby, baby. I got more than just some good. Anyway, that is.
Look,
Wait, that you know what that is? Know your worth, King. Know your worth. You know that you are more than just some good and some money. I love it. Know your worth. Okay, I'm done. What do you have anything, ma'am? Oh, you have sexual behavior in the ghetto.
yes, I do.
Oh, wait, let
Now
me get
I'm
my
pulling up songs now I've never heard this song, but
okay.
I just on a whim I pulled it up and the lyrics fit. So let's go. This week's sexual behavior in the ghetto
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
is Like That Bitch by Flo Milli.
Oh, oh. We are a Flow Millie podcast. Cam doesn't know it, but we are.
I
Okay,
don't
go.
know it. So I'm just gonna go into the verse. But the hook is I walk around like that bitch, bitch. I walk around like that bitch, bitch. I walk around like that bitch, bitch. Huh? What? I walk around like that bitch, bitch. Flow Millie shit. Okay. So I go shopping till the time pass. Duh, you looking for clearance rack, bitch. I don't look at the price tags, broke hoe. I buy shit with straight cash. Bitch, you broke, you finance. Yeah.
Mm,
Big top, small legs, bitch built like a wine glass. Ha
I'm done.
ha. Talking all that shit, but she can't see me with her blind ass. Pussy hoe. Her boyfriend in my DMs saying, oh, I need your fine ass. Hey, haha. Her boyfriend, wait a minute, we can take it there, but baby, you gonna have to write back. What? Heard that they was looking for me. Well, bitch, I'm in my bag. He already convinced, so I don't gotta say too much. What's up? Girl, I know your baby daddy wanna fuck. He want me.
Mm.
Every Wednesday, I'm that nigga woman crush.
Uh,
Hey, even if
hey,
I broke my leg and used a crutch,
damn.
I walk around like that bitch. I'm
Mm.
that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Bitch,
I walk
bitch,
around like that bitch. Bitch.
bitch, bitch,
I walk around like that bitch.
bitch,
Bitch.
bitch,
I walk around like that bitch.
bitch,
Bitch.
bitch.
I walk around like that bitch because I am that. This week
Mm.
I done made so much money, it's hard to count that. I got it out the mud. I was the same one that they laughed at. Then I bounced back. My life is a movie. This the soundtrack. I walk around like I'm it. Ha, not the clown. All these bitches watered down. I'm the queen. I got the crown. He be trying to link up, but I'm always out of town.
Mm.
Bitches only talk down when they know I'm not around. All they do is talk shit like a toilet with some lips.
Ooh,
Bitches hating cause I'm rich. Ho, you broke. You need a fix. Acting like we got beef. I don't even know that you exist.
ooh.
Getting money is a must, like no deodorant on your pits.
Ah.
Um, Put a brand new Rolex on my wrist. I ain't worried about hoes. I've been on my shit. I do what I want. I say what I want. I don't bite my tongue. Don't hold my lip. I know they hate. You would think I was a nigga by the way these hoes be on my dick. Same hoes, they know they niggas want to hit. And my pussy bomb, tick, 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 boom. Bitches be heated. I'm cool. Eat up the beat, need a spoon.
Oh.
You know I'm Flo Milli,
Mm.
and it's a Milli on the floor. I need me a broom. I don't tell hoes, cause not cause hoes tell. I need a key to the room. I'm about to get married, and you already know that Benjamin Franklin the groom. Yeah, I did the shit, and they doubt it. I'm trying to fly on the private. She trying to ride on his privates.
Oh.
Baby, we different. You know how. You know that I'm keeping it silent. But if we beefing, I'm about it. About it.
Bad it, bad it, bad it, bad. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Wrong
walk around like that bitch. I walk around like that bitch. I
bitch.
walk around like that bitch. I walk
Mm.
around like that bitch.
Now, now you know. Mm.
Now you know.
Flo
This
Milli shit.
this is Flo Milli shit. Like
Yes.
that bitch.
Mm.
Go listen to Flo Milli. Support black women. Do your
Yes.
thing. This is a sexual behavior in the ghetto.
Yes. Oh wait,
You know
wait,
how
wait,
I
wait, wait.
do.
Yes. Okay, I'm done. Yes, it's gonna be making random appearances in the podcast. So just
I see that.
okay.
And that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
She gonna be even better if one pop up at her house mysteriously. She gonna be even better. So
Boy,
anyway,
that reputation is gonna be off the chain if I get a microphone.
we ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing.
Nope, because I'm gonna just pull it out. Dun, 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 dun. Like Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun.
I tell you, every episode this podcast gets better. I swear to God.
It does.
Oh my God. Well, I think that's all we got for this week. We about 50 something minutes in, which is like amazing because we've been giving y'all 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Um
We went long this
next
time, but that's all right.
that's because we was giggling a lot. Next week, what you want to talk about next week?
I don't know.
All right,
I
we'll
don't
work it
know.
off off.
Let's talk offline about it.
Yeah, we'll work it off offline. All right, guys, we will see y'all next week. Thank you for watching, support, share, cash out black women. We are black women podcasters. Thank you. We appreciate you. See y'all in broadcast. Yes.